Hey, good evening. Today is Sunday, August the 4th, 2024, and the time now is 7 o'clock p.m. So, the Olympics continue, and the two African countries in basketball, Nigeria and South Sudan, continue to make history. Nigeria won their game today, and I'm talking about the Nigerian female basketball team, won their game against Canada, beating Canada 79 to 70. However, South Sudan lost to Serbia, losing 95 to 85. Now, yes, I'm sure that for the people of South Sudan and folks out there who support South Sudanese basketball team and the rest of Africa, it was a sad day because I am sure that many like myself wanted to see South Sudan going all the way. I do remember earlier today, I was looking at some of the comments that people are making online. Someone stated that they were wishing that South Sudan was not in the same group as the United States and Serbia, in that it would have enabled South Sudan in whatever group else it would have been to come out of that group so that it can be able to play on the second rounds, because like the person was saying, they would have loved to see South Sudan playing more games. And so much so the case, looking at what people are saying, other people are saying in terms of their comments online. But watching the game, it is very interesting. It was fascinating seeing that. Whether we are talking about South Sudanese supporters, the blacks from South Sudan, or white folks who were at the game watching, folks were supporting South Sudan. When South Sudan had the ball, when they shot the ball, people were basically growling, they were basically cheering for the ball to go in the net. So, looking at it, we can say that South Sudanese basketball team basically won the hearts and the minds of people throughout France, throughout Europe, and throughout the world who were watching their games, because they, the team, South Sudan, was an unlikely team for a country that is as young as South Sudan, only becoming independent in 2011, to do what it did, almost beating the United States in its exhibition match prior to the Olympic. And I also do feel as if South Sudan could have beaten Serbia. And the way they played the United States in the first game, the exhibition match, that momentum, I feel like they should have carried that momentum, because they are qualified. They are capable of beating any team out there. They do have men on the roster who can play, who can control the ball, who can bounce the ball, dribble the ball, who can shoot the ball. They are just good. I think it's one of those cases where, despite the fact that you are good, sometimes your, I won't say fear, but you're cautious or caution trying to prevent one player from making damage to you, kind of take you out of your comfort zone and disenable you to think and to realize or accept the fact that you are capable of beating them. I think that was the case. They probably look at Jokic and felt like, yo, this guy is dangerous. We have to pay attention to him. And perhaps they overdid it. But that, I feel like it is also the case even in the NBA. This guy is so dangerous that people, team are kind of frightened and they end up beating themselves. But moving forward, South Sudan is an amazing ball team and an amazing country. And I do feel and I know that the people of South Sudan, whether we are talking about those at home in South Sudan or those around the world, should be happy and proud of the gift that they gave to the world, because the South Sudanese basketball team is a gift. I don't know where the entire team play, but those guys, all of them should be in the NBA. Those guys are NBA level players. They are amazing. But as an African, I am proud of what they did. Yes, basketball and the Olympics basically have lots of Africans and African descendant people playing. But South Sudan being an African country and trying to cheer for an African country, in stuff like this, given what is happening in the continent or on the continent of Africa, however you want to say it, a win on the international stage, whether we are talking about soccer, basketball, football, or whatsoever, it's a big deal for the people of South Sudan or the people of Africa. So I am not ashamed to say that I am supporting an African country to go out there and just perform and beating anyone, because I know what such victory can do for the country, the various countries in Africa, or the specific country whose team is performing. But for South Sudan, I am very proud of them, and I hope they continue to make themselves, their country, their people, and Africa proud. Now, my friends, this is supposed to be a very brief talk. I want to thank you for being a member of the Echoing Voice community, and I want to thank you for watching the Echoing Voice. Peace.